music in the mix. Give a better sound to your life.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. I'd have been live literally 40 minutes ago, but I've had 40 minutes of problems, and as you can see, I'm not in 4K. I'm on the legacy setup right now, scrambling, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I can't explain what's been happening, but I can't get the juice for the 4K. So we're 1080ing it, and that's it. So here we are on Bitcoin. And yesterday, apologies for my absence. I just tell you kind of what happened. Got invited to like a VIP thing with, I don't know if y'all have heard of Alec Monopoly. You can look him up. He's a famous artist. with a, I mean, huge following, and he had an entire event devoted to him, and people I know wanted me to come hang out, and so I was hanging with some clout gods, and it ended up being, there was a super yacht party that I was stuck on a boat till dawn, and it was just, yeah, dead. So I'm back from the dead now from that, but a very interesting experience. Most people don't ever get a chance to partake in. I didn't think I'd ever get to partake in something like that, but yeah, very humbling experience. But anyway, here we are, Bitcoin back below key levels. Never good, man. Like, thought we might test it. They did test it yesterday successfully, but today to lose it, just there's just not much. I mean, maybe 89K, but you see the wick, scam wick low, and then a swing high from March. I mean, that's about all you got left, man. Just starting to get, it's just, maybe we could rally here. Maybe we could run to 97K. Maybe we could recapture key levels. But in the grand scheme of things, I think all of you understand in here what the previous discernible swing high on this chart is, on this time scale. And it literally is the November 11th peak right there. I mean, I would say that's probably it. This is after massive impulses down, consolidation begins. And that consolidation period, eventually you run out of time. During the consolidation phase, market participants are witnessing, hey, are there enough of us buyers, us bulls, to muster a rally to rival the previous discernible swing high in any form? And so far, since the 21st of November, I mean, this is only, for now, only showing evidence that there are miserably way less buyers involved in this market than we saw even just less than a month ago by a lot. And that's the concerning aspect of this consolidation. It is beginning to look more and more like those dreaded bear flags, a flag we identified here in November before the drawdown. So I just, man, the trend is not your friend, right? We know that in the midterm. We understand, oh, dude, go in log scale and scale out on the weekly and monthly. We're not talking about that, man. Calm down. We're talking about the midterm. We're talking about since the peak in early October, you're trending downward. And in downtrends, bearish patterns can be reliable. And if they end up being reliable, they tend to outperform or perform well. And this is not good data. Like, hey, man, we're above 93K. Dude, there's a chance, bro. There's a chance we could be running to 99.3. But if you're going to, in 2 days after recapturing that level, buyers recapture it, sellers immediately smack it back down below that key level. That was the only ounce of hopium one could smoke on, just being above that level. But now we're back below it, and it's like, it's just, there are better markets. There are better sectors of better markets. There are better trends that exist outside of crypto. So that means like there's lower risk for someone's money not in crypto. And it's been that way for a while now. And that's all I'm here for, is to talk about that, the trend analysis, because do we have a real edge here on Bitcoin? I mean, if anything, it's like, hey, man, maybe a short stop loss above 93K at this point. And it's starting to get, I mean, like you can only be kind of 25% halfway optimistic when these assets are trading above key levels, but when they fall back below them so fast, that was it. That was the only hope. And now there is no more. And I'll show you on these other altcoins where it's just gross, man. And give me an audio check. Make sure we're good here. I set up another filter on this one and real fast on the fly. Tried to erase some of that background noise that I'd been having forever. Let me know. And Tom Lee yesterday came in and he said that the bottom for Bitcoin is in. He said it. And then he proceeded to buy a bunch more crypto. And then this dump happened today. That doesn't seem like that bad, but I'm just saying it's only down 3%. Great, but dude, it is. Everyone in here should be paying respect to 91.2 to 92.8, whatever, the zone. Can't be below that. Overmodulated? It's not. It's literally one filter. That's all it is. What are you talking about? Brad, you say F? What does that mean? Why are you saying F? Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Sorry, I'm not even coming in here. You know, whatever. People hate it too. People hate this analysis. Let's go to Ethereum. It's more of the same. It's like you are above 3K. You are correlating positively to 3K. All right. No problem yet. You're not like a Bitcoin where you're below the key level. At least you're above that. So you're not dead yet. Maybe in the coming days. Bro, let's go, man. Oh my god, my computer's fried, dude. Leroy Jenkins is like stuck.
Gomi tipped $100. YouTube recap showing I watched 347 videos this year. Does that mean Mitch only had 18 days off? Thank you for all you do, brother. Dealer's Choice PLS, much love.
Dang, did it really? I mean, like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Is that true? I took off like all the weekends, so I'm not sure if it was 18 days or not, but yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of like, if I'm not going live for y'all, producing, you know, market updates and attempting to educate, like, what am I doing? You know, that's my purpose in life, and yeah, I should be doing that, Gummy man. Thank you so much for the 150. You are now still the top tipper of the week at 150. Thank you so much, dude. And I don't know if Squirrel of Crypto Street's in here, but I know it's hard to see with that chat box. Let me move it. There you go. Wits overtook Squirrel of Crypto Street for session or the weekly top super chatter by like, I don't know, $50. So someone let him know. But yeah, like, thank you, dude. I'm very, very grateful that you've been watching all these videos, and it means a lot because just, dude, when I went to this VIP thing, I'm literally hanging out with people in YouTubers that have like over 1 million subscribers. Like they'll show their Instagram stories. They're getting like 50,000 views. It's like, it's almost depressing, but I know not to compare myself to other people ever. And you shouldn't either, but it is like you work so hard for so long to grind to 77,000 subs, and it's just like you got people younger than you with like 10 times your subs, and it's like, I'm obviously not doing things right, I guess, right? But you know, you telling me you've watched that many videos, it's an honor and a privilege, and I'm very grateful for you, Gummy, and everyone else that does watch me. It's a lot, dude. So thank you. Okay. So that's huge, dude. I hope I can facilitate 347 more videos for you next year and the year after, as long as I can. Okay. So yeah, the bear flag kind of situation here. I mean, maybe it's not, but let's just keep it like it is, you know. Not a good trend. Structurally, I'm just not sure if I can trust this pattern right here. It's not even about trusting it. It's just more about like, aren't there better markets right now, better macro conditions, better trends, better structures, not having to be like, should this extension pattern, is it type 2ing? Probably not type 2ing. I don't think you went deep enough. Hey, at least I can do this. The one thing I can do is
that a joint?
There you go. Thank you, Mighty Mushroom 420. Red President, let's do it, dude. Yeah. So this one's bad. It's not as, I mean, I think like Solana is worse. Let's look at XRP real quick, down 3.2%. There's nothing about this that like sticks out. man, spring back test, then you're right back down to the spring back test. And this is me trying to be nice and figure out maybe what they were doing. There was like this candle low close from March and June, you know, but then the lower high right here, then this high.
Chloe's L9 I super chatted $49.99. Mitch, unfortunately, your stream is for people who are smart, and there are a lot of stupid people in the world. Otherwise, yes, you would have 1 million subscribers at yes, you would have million subscribers at least.
Oh my God, dude. This poor computer, dude. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Please. Chloe, thank you so much for the 50 super chat and the very kind words. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of cope, you know. It could just be cope. I don't know. Like, it's not like I put any effort into the marketing side of things, the influencer side of it, 4K camera on my face, and like doing videos with editing and you know, clips on TikTok and YouTube and all. I haven't put any effort into that, and so it's probably that more than anything, not monetizing too. But again, like I'm not complaining. I'm just talking about like my experience, from the other night, you know. So it's like, I don't really have a right to complain if I'm not going to do those things that one needs to do to gain tons of subs. So, you know, I kind of learned that a long time ago. I used to complain more, but I kind of just gave up on complaining. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing those things. So, but I really appreciate that. And for all the people watching, I really, y'all understand like the message that I'm trying to push out. You really get it if you're in this community. So that's what matters the most. And if I'm able to help y'all, that's enough. It'd be cool to help more people, but yeah, again, like it is what it is, as someone used to say in our realm, in our lore, in our universe. So thank you, Chloe. So I'll just say this about XRP, like there's just nothing that has come in that has increased
subscriber numbers have
our chances
they
of
should go
big
up to 1
reversal
million
yet.
by January 30th, just like Bitcoin. Love you all.
Yeah, that sounds like the 589ers on XRP, dude. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I would just say, like, on XRP, let's just wait for 190, 196 again to be tested. That's all we can do. I mean, you're going for your lowest daily candle close since the 22nd of November at this point. I mean, yeah, I just wish the trend was better, man. Like, you can't make the trend be better than what it is. And that is why it's like, it's good to just look at other markets and then look at sectors that are uptrending. And there are enough of them to where, hey, man, we can make, what about Rivian? Don't you wish crypto looked like Rivian right now? Yeah. Or even Adobe. Adobe finally hit that 886. Schwab pointed it out. And it's like, people were requesting Adobe, and it was like, we were at the 786, and it's like finally got down to that deep retrace. And it's like, it's reacting right now. But it's just like things like that. There's just, you're at a potential bottom, but the trend is so miserable that it could just be getting finally set up to finally break 190. It's like, you just can't trust crypto right now. Even if it went on a big rally, it would still probably end up like that 2021 huge bearish consolidation structure. It's rough, man. It's rough for crypto, and it's like this is medicine that you need to take to protect your money. You don't want to get any false sense of like hope to where, man, it's bottoming out. This is a huge bottom, and it's like, no, maybe it's not. We shouldn't care. You shouldn't really care. Anyway, and that's why, again, we want to be chameleons. We want to shift from one market to another. Wherever the money is, wherever the trend is, wherever the structures are, that's where we want to go. So, but we do look at crypto first because, you know, that's kind of the way the stream started. But a BNB, I mean, like, okay, it's down too. Could this just be developing? It could be. I mean, it could just be a bearish consolidation structure. We don't really know yet, but it's not great. Okay. Let's go to Solana. This is one that makes me want to kind of throw up. I kind of want to just be like, I'm going to be sick. I'm gonna. Like, I mean, down here at this support. Like, why we keep just look, man, you know, until this breaks, we know, like, above 130, if the bids are coming, it could still happen. Your upside could be to 160, 162. We know that, and it would still be in a nasty downtrend. But remember, the trend you're in currently it's so bad, massive amounts of distribution, and since the bottom got put in on the 21st, all you've done is just begun to paint this slightly upsloping, tight consolidation structure that's just not good. It's not good yet. I mean, the past 2 days really don't help. So, I mean, you're not dead yet. You're not dead till you break 123. Okay, 123, it's over. You're going to 90. But you just got to keep in mind the monthly context here, dude. It's just, oh my God. The smell of this. It's so nasty. Remember American Airlines at like a 17-year large harmonic pattern with type 2 return? Sellers been trying for like a decade to like go lower. They can't. And now it's like breaking above key levels and daily accumulation signature ongoing. And oh my God, dude, look at this past 14 days on AAL. Almost every day is green. It's like there are things out there that are in such better spots than crypto. But yeah, I am looking at it because I know y'all care about this. So it's gross. Don't lose 123, chat. Or it's 90, 80, 58, whatever. Okay. Those are your big cryptos, man. Since this pattern's completion at the harmonic optimum price, nothing really good has gone on. It looked like maybe some good stuff could happen, but it's just more of the same, where just getting smacked down, not even coming close to rivaling a previous discernible swing high, and that's just not good. That's not bull market behavior. All right, so you're not dead yet, but you know where you're dead. Again, below 123. Yeah, the longer this stuff extends without big rallies, the higher the probability it spares consolidation and you're getting ready to mark down again. Okay. Okay, so let me go to total real quick. I don't remember where total is, dude. Where is it? Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, man? Jonathan?
Bueller.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
You should leave immediately.
I didn't hear that. Okay. So, yeah, dude, it's just, here we are. I mean, it's cool that the price is above the key level. That's great. But is there any evidence that buyers have reassumed control of this asset's momentum? Not yet. I don't think so. I mean, you could just be painted like that. I want it to rally. People are conflating the fact that it doesn't look good structurally versus me wanting it to go up for everyone, right? I want Pundy Coin to pay for someone's college, but it's not going to happen. But maybe Total could, and it's just starting to look like the same crap and downtrends that you get. And I'll tell you one thing, all these years of participating, like in terms of like analyzing these markets, when there's a really well assumed downtrend in crypto, the TA is so well respected on the bearish side. Like, oh my God, dude, it looks like a big bear flag. Oh my God, it's crashing when the development concludes. Oh, it marked down a lot. Tons of like bearish, even like when they go on bigger rallies, sometimes that happens. I can just like give you like an example, kind of like Bitcoin. We can go all the way back, man, to 2017, 2018. It was such a good downtrend. I mean, you would get like the double top with the bearish divergence. Oh, it was beautiful. And then in these like downtrends, you would get like deep retraces, harmonic continuations on lesser time scales. And then M shapes would develop, and then 886 rallies would occur. But then look, like the same stuff, you would get like bearish divergence on the RSI on the slightly higher high. There was like a rising wedge pattern, and then these long extended downtrends would occur again, and you get more of those bearish harmonics, bear flags, and they would play out wonderfully. And then eventually inverse head and shoulders in the summer 2018, and it rallied. It was amazing, and this was one of the only times there wasn't much of an edge before it reversed to the downside again. Same stuff, man. It was just like in downtrends, I'm telling you, like the really good respect of patterns, and you're just quite possibly doing the same thing here, but I'm not trying to harp too much on it. Whatever. People want bullish news, and there's no bullish news right now. But anyway, we can go to S&P futures that closing in 14 minutes. The stock market is closed for the week on Wall Street. They took it up to the high that we got in November, but it's about the same. So I'm not sure if we're really out of the woods yet with that high. I mean, that is it's. I know they broke the supply line and you're up there, but you're just up against this.
BTC like reverse fix.
Yes, yeah, dude, Stitch fix, man, like a consumer discretionary like joke kind of. Hey, dude, send me money and then I'll send you a box full of crap, and you get to pick the crap you like and send the stuff you don't like back. That's got Wyckoff accumulation, and you're breaking into phase E, it looks like today. Yeah, Stitch fix, better than Solana. Yeah. It's, I mean, I would take a Stitch fix idea over Solana's idea all day. I mean, for now, but here we are. Thank you, dude. On like the 4 hour, it's just like they're pushed up against this high, and they're gonna close. It looks like at it. Squirrels out of nuts.
At Wits 97 super chatted $49.99. Squirrels out of nuts.
Please clap.
Please clap, chat. Please freaking clap. Yeah, Squirrel Crypto Street is. We all thought Squirrel Crypto Street came out blitzkrieging. We like, no way Wits will be able to catch up, and he did. He did. Thank you, man, for the freaking 50. That's 604.85 on the week now. That's the weekly top super. That's the monthly top super, dude. So thank you so much for that ongoing support. If it's not you, if it's not Chloe, if it's not the patrons and the Citadel, y'all super chatting, then it's no one. So thank you so much for that. Y'all are the sponsors of this stream. So there's we got to break it, man. Next week, 68.83. I'm wondering about this monthly. You know, we saw like a potential hanging man, and it's like it hasn't done anything. There's a lot of time left, but yeah, remember the hanging man stuff didn't, at this point, is not really valid yet. They're just possibly pushing this higher. Yet 26 days. So do not fall asleep on this potential reversal candle on the monthly, where the dumping could come in the next few weeks. So just know for now, like, it's not really so far catching any sort of follow through selling. So, okay. It's the same across the board. The NASDAQ, same thing, just up against that high from November 12th. I mean, you'll have your high. You did have your highest daily candle close today since November 3rd. I mean, that's amongst the highest we've ever seen. And you're trying to break back into this channel, I guess. But yeah, just rallying without any sort of, what you really want on index funds is stuff like this, like where it's one bottom and then a second test and a failure and a couple green candles, and it's like, oh my god, confirmation of accumulation. You know, we dumped, and I think locally you would want to pull back, like on Amazon. You know, you would want to see a pullback and then the pivot making a higher low of some sort locally, and then we would run higher. But yeah, they just keep pushing this thing, pushing it up, man. Okay, oh man, this is so cooked, dude. So cooked. US 30. This is the Dow Jones futures, right? Just kind of flat today, up 0.22%. No big deal. And that's it. You know, it was great. I mean, that's a record close. You know, you had the highest weekly candle close ever on the Dow Jones today. So phenomenal. Continues to march higher. And then you have to go like shut down my laptop, I think. And let's see, the Russ 2000 futures, virtually highest. It will be the highest weekly candle close ever. More history. Never before seen. Small caps doing stuff like this to this degree. Very close from October 20th, but you're eclipsing it this week. So amazing. History on 2 of the 4 index funds. The lesser thans kind of, but yeah. Oh, look at that, man. That's great. Okay, so those are your index funds and the futures, whatever, your cryptos there. We can look at these Mag 7s real quick. We can look at Meta. That's a nice bullish inside bar. I wonder if it's real, like if it's gonna sustain. They broke back into the channel, right? Closed back above the 200-day simple moving average. The weekly, probably it's probably a big candle. I mean, yeah, look at that. I mean, there's really, looking left, if you don't care about breakaway gaps and all that, there's really nothing here looking left till 736. So they put in the bottom for now. I believe they stole Apple AI czars. But yeah, I mean, up last week 9%, almost 4% this week, 13% in 2 weeks. Amazing. This is the top gainer of the Mag 7. So Google, that is just sideways consolidation, right? And maybe it's bull flagging. It's impossible to know, right? Again, most of the time we look at these assets, they're not going to have an edge, because an edge requires structures, typically after retraces, and then you have to have the risk management, those structures concluding their development at key levels. You don't have any of that here. This is a graduated trade. There's a trade set of a 173 that is just beyond all the levels. You're just hanging out above the 2618 right now. It's incredible. I mean, I could try to paint it's starting to remind me of gold a little bit, right? Pumps, and then look, it's like kind of like, oh, are you just bull flagging? No way, right? Like, it's kind of insane. You know, you rectangled here, kind of. Now you're flagging again. Like, you had the beautiful flag back in October on Google. Let's see, you know, if they follow through. Probably 340, 350. It's nuts, dude. Google is a runaway freight train. Microsoft up 0.5% today. I don't really know what to make of these candles. They still haven't filled the gap from the third. And they're still below 493.71. So, I mean, all you can do is pray that eventually the buyers recapture 493.71. Otherwise, the Tara Beradur, right, the double tap, was almost an inside bar, but not quite. Yeah, just that's what you got. You know, you got 2 weeks in a row of testing the neckline of the double top as resistance, and that's it. That's where it's closing. So, and the thing is, what sucks about where Microsoft's at right now, they could still recapture the level and rally it, and it could end up making a lower high than the 2 previous highs and put in a distribution peak, and it's not great, you know. So yeah, there's better ones, right? Like here's Amazon. Closed the week back below 232.51, unfortunately. Get rid of the Fibonacci for now. The daily, remember, we know what we need on the daily. Or that shooting star was great. I mean, you've been catching fall with it, but we want to go fill the gap at like 220.80, and we do want a type 2 return of the sim shape, so we could go long on it. We could maybe buy a couple call options. I mean, that's what we need for maximum upside, for the most strategic entry and stop loss. We need more down on Amazon. That you can clearly see that 232.50 on the daily, like you're closing the week below it. So you may not get it though. I mean, you don't know if like the framework's gonna present itself perfectly like we would pray, but We just know one more test at 215. The closer we get to it, the better the setup would be for us as swing traders, position traders. So, okay. Tesla, my God, what a run. Look what it's up off the low from November 21st. My God, dude, up 19% in 2 weeks. It's insane. So, you know, again, like, it's not about what this is going to do. We know, like, hey, I've got long-term common shares of this. I know a lot of y'all do too, because it's an active position trade, but we would really want something like this. If we were blessed, a back test, you do want to see a real back test of the key level to just make sure it's real. And then from there, maybe a re-entry or something that's more strategic, easy to set a stop loss. If people weren't in on it from the 300s like us, maybe they get in at 400. But yeah, it's just a nice extended rally for now. Okay. Video. Okay, well, they've recaptured this little neckline, but another... Dude, how many days are they going to reject 183.40 here? So you're just kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I think above 183.40 could be an easy run in the 190s, but they're just not letting it break there. So still, I mean, if it all stays, like, just think about it. This low, these two lows are still the highest lows in the history of NVIDIA. So you're still so elevated right now. I mean, even looking at this potential bearish pattern or whatever, it might completely fail because they broke the neckline, right? And you see, how do these head and shoulder patterns fail? The neckline gets broken and then there's no follow through and buyers recapture the neckline. That's literally how it always starts. And so you're there right now. Like, they've recaptured the neckline. They even confirmed it as support today and yesterday. So false bearish breakdowns can have consequences. I just want to see us above 183.40. And then I think 195 is on deck. It could be pretty easy. It's straight up and down. That's all that happens. There's no liquidity until like 195, above 183.40. So just keep it in mind. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, you want it to fail, chat. This is the #1 market cap asset in the world. It's a market driver. It's important. I mean, even Jensen Huang said it, which is kind of weird. He said, if our earnings fail, the whole world collapses. He said something like that. And it's weird, but he's kind of right, because the NVIDIA's market cap is so large, it's now a huge percentage of the S&P, like 8% of the S&P itself. So, and Apple now is in that category, just letting you know. Apple's #2 in market cap, higher than Google, higher than Microsoft. Speaking of Apple, here it is. Pretty bad 3 days. 3 black crows by the looks of it. But what are you gonna do, man? I mean, their AI team all stepped down yesterday, but it was overdue. You had 8 green days in a row. It was like silver. Silver ended up having a red day too. Nothing matters. You hit a 1272, and this thing could go down to 270 and it wouldn't even matter. It could go to 260, it wouldn't matter. I mean, I think you're just in such a good position, a good trend on Apple. You wish that anything in crypto existed that looked like this. You wish. There's nothing in crypto that is, wow, man, consecutive higher highs, higher lows for months now. I mean, and it's undeniable. This is what we wish crypto was, but it's not. So this is what I'm saying. Like, owning assets like this is way smarter than owning just dumpster fire cryptos that haven't made a higher high, higher low in a really long time. Can't help but trim Google. I mean, who could blame you, dude? But you are at a point, you are in deep space on Google. Deep space. The zeros, the fives, some fib extensions. That's all you can do. And it's bull flagging. It looks like it's bull flagging. Like, no way. Yeah, Google. I mean, like 340 maybe on deck, you know. But again, it is higher risk. The only thing you could do on Google at this point is a stop loss below 314. That's all. If you like, you don't have to trim. You can just say, I will, whatever your position is, instead of just trimming, you know, 321, you miss out on some gains if your stop gets triggered. But maybe at this point, you know, you don't want to really own it short term below 314 because they kind of put in a base and it's the fib extension, then it's back testing, and then they would be going for a gap fill at 299. So I think that would probably be the only way to like strategize Google right now.
Noob question: how severely would a moderate pullback of the S&P hurt the mid-cap setups like All, Riv, DNDM, etc.? Love ya, Mitch. Thank you for the silver trade setup.
Doing almighty, man. Thanks so much, dude, for the 10. It would definitely affect them. I mean, they could pull them back, but would it jeopardize the structures? Probably not. It could not affect Apple's or American Airlines structure because we're looking at the monthly. TNDM monthly, Rivian weekly. So the good news is I think that they would be fine with an S&P pullback, though short term, yeah, you'd be losing a lot of the gains, but I don't think it would be destroying the argument for way higher. And yeah, we'll look at those too, you know, definitely. Thank you. So those are the Mag 7s. Just wanted to look at those. Okay. Let's look at gold real quick. That it is smack down again, man. They're suppressing it. They're failing. They're rejecting this high. Again, we talked about this 2 days ago, 4,200. They just can't break it. And it just closed the week out, like with the lowest daily close since November 27th, lowest close of the new month, which is not a big deal, but yeah, you gotta wonder. I mean, like they could be going for a retest of 4,066 if the sellers actually take over. The buyers might relent after all these rejections on the week, but we'll see. The trend is so strong, man. You just don't know. You just don't know. You could extend this symmetrical triangle or contraction demand line out, and you could just see, oh, okay, well, they might go down to 41.46 too. So, I mean, you're just in good shape, but yeah, upside might be limited in the short term due to the failure to break 4,200 so many times, but it might just be they're keeping this propped up and suppressed while other metals run, because that is what happens, because gold already went on its godlike, ridiculous, stupid run. Yeah, silver needs to catch up, which it hasn't even. I mean, yeah, it's doing well. A record close today, highest level we've ever seen intraday. A record close on the weekly, excuse me. I don't think it was a daily record close. They pulled it back. Oh, it was so close, dude. It was the third highest close ever. Yeah, you had it though. But I think there's like stuff going on silver. And we found out that there was something weird that they did. The CME futures freezing over the end of Thanksgiving. It was due to silver. And they had to, again, to protect themselves, they had to shut it down. Shut down their servers and then reallocate to not get murdered. So yeah, what a daily close on silver. The ascending triangle broke out. You can't be surprised if a back test of 54.43 happens. I mean, in the coming week or two, like, okay, maybe not. Maybe there's a crazy squeeze coming, like for real. But yeah, I mean, just think about technicals and what normally happens a lot of times is, yeah, they broke the level so cleanly, but no one knows if that breakout's actually real, so they might want to go test to see if it's real. But maybe not. I mean, it's been a great play. I thought we hit the third target today. We didn't. We were like 30, what is it, 50 cents off the last target of the trade setup. What a beauty, the bullish dragon pattern. I mean, come on, man. Legendary work. Legendary work of the dragon. So the dragon tail is basing out right now. Dragons got to eat too, man. They got to churn and consolidate and think about the tail they just grew. And people could look, some, a lesser times go, dude, is that Wyckoff distribution, up thrust after distribution? No, or is it just like a bullish rectangle? It's like a bullish rectangle, and it could resolve either way. A measured move is very easy. A rectangle's easy. The size of it, one way or another. If it breaks downward, all TA Tetris, right? We just talked about the back test, the old all-time high. They've never done it. That would be the measure move. If they decided to resolve this upward, easy enough. You'd be going to 61.30, 61.25, no, 61.12. Simple, little bitty pattern. That's how you measure the move of these rectangles. So either way would be fine. But great to see, and it's all the weekly here. is the weekly. It's a record, man. Last week, 12.74. We're talking about 15% in 2 weeks. Are we cooked? Crypto, yeah, maybe. I mean, you're already cooked. You're already a well done, burnt piece of chicken on the side of the grill that the grillmeister forgot about, and it's ruined. That's already crypto. You're already that. So it's like, hey, are we gonna just be that? We're gonna metamorphize from that to just burnt charcoal fall through the grills. Yeah, I mean, like, that does look like it's possibly occurring. I mean, with this consolidation structure developing, I mean, yeah, they morph and they form into bigger ones. Like we saw, I had to adjust here. That's like an ever developing thing, and it's just still, the data is not great, not even close to rivaling the previous highs. So yeah, we might be beyond cooked if this is really the way it is. Good God. So silver, and then we can look at platinum. Platinum, dude, just, massive bullish engulfing candle, 10.55% candle last week. This week, it just closed indecision. It was the second highest weekly candle close we had seen since 2013. That's pretty good, man. I would say, like, the candle's still real. It's just indecision after a big impulse. You get a green candle next week, it's like a bullish inside, a 3-bar play. So, yeah, the only problem is 1736, 1765, big resistance. We talk about it every time we look at platinum. You break that, man, and it's going to be a huge, huge breakout. I think it will happen. I really do think we have like this massive repricing of metals going on. It's something that, like, every 50 years, every 20 years, whatever, of massive repricing. And I think that has to do with, like, actual structural deficits of the physical supply. So platinum's going to have its day. Palladium's going to have its day. You'll see. It's just palladium probably the highest. I think platinum's good, but in terms of structures, I think palladium's the king, man. The kingish of structures with the Wyckoff accumulation. You're not phasey. This is just like bullish consolidation, chat. This is absorption of the supply that exists here, and they're just they're Pac-Manning it. It's just constant bidding. Oh yeah, there's supply there. Oh, pull it back. Oh no, bids come in. Absorption. You've been absorbing supply at an overhead resistance since October 6th, and that's it. And holding above the 200-week moving average. Last week's bullish engulfing candle still very active. You're good, man. Like, just, if you own palladium, just hang tight. PALL, that's the ETF. Like GLD, SLV. I think you hold PALL, you're like long term. You just forget about it. Oh yeah, dude, I own PALL. I forgot about it. Oh my God, it's up. It's like 6 months, a year from now. Whoa, man, palladium's way higher than it was right now at 1469. Yeah, composite operator. He accumulated a position in this already. So him and his buddies, they're just getting the rest. Central banks probably involved too. Yeah, they are. I think the central banks are still buying silver and gold and metals, palladium, platinum, rhodium, aluminum. How are they? Look at this aluminum, dude. Are you kidding me? Aluminum, chat. Highest weekly candle close confirmed since May of 2022. So multi-year highs on your industrial metals too. More than before. Lots of higher lows coming in, dude. I mean, in actuality, look what it really was. It was this beautiful ascending triangle. The ascending triangle of our time. Not really. We have other ones too. They're crazy ascending triangles like EA. And then there was another one I just saw that was, there's this weird, it's a tweet I saw. It's it's like the biggest smelter of metals that exist in China. It's like a number. The ticker is like numbers, and it is the largest ascending triangle maybe I've ever seen. It was like a 15 plus year large ascending triangle, and it like broke out. So there's definitely, if you don't understand, I know gold and silver, but there's something going on with metals that's fundamental and structural. And it's like beyond cyclical. Like, well, hey man, we might be in a cycle. Okay, but dude, it's beyond that. It's like the reality has to catch up on the charts, and it hasn't yet, which is kind of weird. Okay, aluminum, platinum, palladium. Dude, come on, man. We got to talk about UNG. UNG is, well, I mean, it's great and all. This is a bottom, probably. Okay. Lower low double bottom here. This is probably going to run to the 20s. This is not the one that I care about. The one that it like it made like a multi-year high. Yesterday, it was NG1. Let me show you here. Henry Hub. Natural gas futures. Look at this thing, man. This is it. Like, the cycle has reversed. It always reverses at 160, 190 eventually. They did it again. The spring back test, Larry. The same spring back. We identified the spring back test September 2020. Swear to God. It was like in the Discord. Remember us Probes talking about it. And you had the same one in August 2024, and now the higher low comes in after the higher high. The head and shoulders, right? It like was miserable performance. It failed, and they just took it a little lower for a back test of another key level from 2009 to 2002, an old spring back test that, wow, eventually took it all-time highs. Old resistance from 1991, 1993, and now look at it, it's just running up, and I don't think there's anything stopping it from going at 608. That's your target on natural gas futures. And guess what? Natural gas and oil are the largest weighted assets of the AW1, which is the Bloomberg Commodities Index futures. And there it is, chat. Lo and behold, the bullish engulfing candle last week. This week, highest weekly candle close confirmed since January 2023, and it's just getting started. TA respect, man. I mean, come on. What do you want? You come to this channel, you like, this is the stuff. And guess what? It makes it okay. Natural gas, the largest culprit of this run so far. But wait, U.S. oil. We've been talking about that harmonic. The trend's been miserable. It's so bad, man. It makes you want to throw up. But remember that just that U.S. oil. That Gartley, it's still possibly going on right now, and it just makes you wonder. We're looking at AW1, natural gas going crazy, silver record close, all these other metals outside of gold's great, man. It just might be chilling for a while. Like, it just might not be marking to 5K for a while, just because others are going to catch up. But you got to think, if this and natural gas are the largest aggregates, you just got to think, you can't like just say, oh, this is definitely the bottom. You could just say, man, what if it is? Then that AW1's going to go berserk. Because you'd have U.S. oil and natural gas in tandem running. And they're, again, the largest weighted commodities on that ETF. So I just, the way things are going right now, the way it all looks, it's like I can't be surprised if this ends up being it for U.S. oil, okay? It could be it. I don't know, like, I don't act like I know. I want us to get back above 61 real bad. So bad. And, you know, we'll get a test. Everyone should have their alerts set up at 61. But I'm just wondering, it could be like the tush push, you know? Natural gas at the center, snapping the ball to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is oil, and it is the one that pushes or tushes. And you got the running backs behind you, the other commodities pushing U.S. oil, right? All together for a first down, touchdown. Okay, I keep looking at it and I just keep saying, dang, man, it is really pretty. I wonder if we'll look back like, hey, it's December 5th. I wonder if we'll look back in like 3 months and be like, bro, remember that Gartley on U.S. oil? Remember how it was the bottom? Yeah. I don't know if we had any requests today. I don't think so, but I'll check. We'll see rhodium. What other metals do we have? I don't even know there's a rhodium chart. I think there is. I just don't know the ticker. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know people were... Oh, yeah, we can look at those. There weren't real formal requests or anything. But it was like, what happens if we have a pullback? And then what about American Airlines? American Airlines... I mean, look at this daily, bro. Come on. You know, highest daily candle close since February of this year. I mean, all the accumulation, but it was more like the monthly. We don't care about the daily ups and downs. It's the monthly. You just own this, and you're going to own it for a year, 18 months, and you're going to look back and be like, dang, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think the upside minimum 16, but the harder target's probably 19. Probably $19. Look what happened on the weekly chat. You have to understand the significance of what has occurred in the past couple of weeks. So we've recaptured the 200-week simple moving average and then follow through. Look at the weekly RSI. 62. Buyers have, on a very significant time scale, they have reassumed control. The bullish control zone recaptured. Huge deal if it's real, okay? Huge deal. Is there a golden cross? I think there already was. No, not yet. But you're trading above all the moving average. You're about to have a bullish crossover of the 20 and the 50. That's good. It'll take more up because it's been so sideways for so long, but you're above all the moving averages on a very significant time scale. So I think it's a generational bottom. Generational. Why? 17-year large monthly with the U-shaped volume. I think it's just a beyond patient man's game. You got to be like Mr. Miyagi, Goku, Yoda, all together on this one. But if you can be that patient, I think you will win. Think eventually a year, 18 months, 28, $40. It's insane. And think about how long. You got to really think about the psychology here. I mean, sellers had tried for 1,800 days to break 824, and they've just failed that long. Eventually they'll relent and the buyers will reassume control. They'll take back over and you'll get a big impulse rally higher. Reminds me of Ford in 2020, but it's even better. So you got that one. So what would happen to AAL? Oh my God, AAL would probably come back down maybe to $12, you know, if worse things happened on the index funds. And then Rivian? Yeah, let's look at Rivian. Had a good day. Had a good week, man. You kidding me? I mean, they did shoot, dude. They shooting started. Dang, man. Of course they did, right? Shooting star confirmed on the daily. Maybe some bearish divergence coming on the daily. Not even, you can't care about the daily because the weekly's too good. It's just, come on, man. Dude, they just bamboozled us. We were about to have the highest weekly close since January 2024, but we ended up only having the highest weekly close since July 2024. So we only have like 18-month highs. I know, pathetic. But the big thing I think about this was, yes, last week and this week, 1567 recaptured. That was a level that was fail throughout the year, and now it's captured. So I think 1927 be on deck. You break 1927, it's going to be a smooth 2448. I just think you just have to be patient. Like, yeah, what if they pulled it back to 1381? It's still great on the weekly, and you can't even believe it. You're just pissed off. Yeah, patience is so important on these. TNDM, we don't even care about the daily at all on TNDM. Don't care. I mean, it'd come back to $16, man. Come back down to $14. Still be fine on the monthly. Remember the monthly, dude. This is like a dream of all dreams. I mean, a slightly lower low double bottom is my favorite aspect of this. You see M shapes, type 2s all the time. Exhaust Science, you know, that was incredible. That was so good, legendary, right? But it didn't have the lower low double bottom type 2 like ACHR had. This one has it on a far more significant time scale than ACHR. So I just, you know, it's like, I know people are excited because it gave like instantaneous gains, right? Boom. Everyone loves that hit of dopamine, but this is something where it's like, man, you have to understand, like, if you pull back to the entry, it's still amazing long term. Yeah, 1611, above 1611 is just godlike. They might back test it too. Because when they broke it last week, they did not, or last month, they did. I mean, all you can do is recapture it. Now they might want to retest. They want to make sure that 1611 support. So that might be an area to add some more on TNDM. Okay. I mean, this is almost like a generational bottom on this. I mean, how many days now? I mean, 2,900 days of development on this. Taking a long time to resolve. So, and then, yeah, Stitch Fix, you know, like Stitch Fix. You wish crypto looked like this, chat. You effing wish. This is the end, man. This is like, to me, it looks like the end of Wyckoff accumulation. Like they just put in the highest low of the uptrend after the highest high, and now they've just blanket recaptured 467, 489, that zone, and you're back above the 200-day moving average. I think this is just like waiting for 876, bro. Back above the 200-week simple moving average, 20% candle. Yeah, you like they just probably got to break a couple more 547, and then it's gonna be a big run to 867 or 876, and then maybe $14+. So, yep, you can't believe it right now. You just can't. Bullish convergence. You wish crypto looked like this. None of them look like this, like at all. Jeez. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, there were no requests today, chat. So I don't know. I've been live for over an hour now. Okay. Let's look at oh, Dealer's Choice was like a request, I think. So man, Ulta, they blew Ulta up today, didn't they? Wow, look at that all-time high on Ulta. Women be shopping on a chart. Historic close today. Ulta Beauty. mRNA that kind of maybe was bottoming. It could be bottoming, like for real. Like they're like, dude, above 2361. Who's to say they couldn't? We got a bird flu. Okay, we got a bird flu. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Look at that base right there. Wow, right of that 200-day moving average. So maybe some mega double bottom coming in. And maybe like on the weekly, it's a weekly double bottom, and on the second low you have a confirmation low. So interesting, very interesting on mRNA. Okay, Warner Brothers, the acquisition, right? Look at that, dude. Since the M shape, you can't even believe it, man. Highest daily close since 2022. Multi-year highs on Warner Bros. Wow, insane. That's so crazy. I can't believe Warner Brothers looks so good. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the M shape, man. Really turned out to be it, dude. Dollar Tree up today, big. Wow. Another mega over 1 year high on the Dollar Tree. And this all started beautifully down here at the key level. See, this is where you're looking for fun stuff to develop. And if they can catch, I mean, they can keep holding it like that. It reversed the trend. Trend reversal area. History shows it. They did it again. CRM. Wow, man. Well, that got stopped out. That idea of maybe lower. Still not great, but yeah, we're talking about like up here, right there. It started drawing down, but then I don't know. I guess was it earnings? No, yeah, earnings killed it today, I guess, right? You know, a couple days ago. But yeah, ever since then, man, never go up, but the trend hasn't reversed or anything. So yeah, I'm looking at like big gainers today, by the way. So ALB, it's been uptrending since April, but nearing maybe an 886. Yeah, they might take it to 139, 144. Okay. Micron lost its channel. but had a good day today. They stopped producing privately, right? Something like that, but it didn't seem to affect the price at all. Kind of reminds me of the index funds where they lost the really pretty channel, but it's still not really like marking down much, but hasn't really quite made the highest high yet, hasn't rivaled it. So, okay, verdict's still out. Lululemon, wow. Wow, kind of breaking out. I mean, it all happened at a pretty important level. If they didn't do it, it was over for this one. So they recaptured it, and they're running it higher. That was the highest daily close since September 4th. Okay. Booking. Wow. After the bearish back test, it rolled over. They hit a key support zone, and it's V-shaping. It's V-shaping, like CRM kind of V-shaping. There wasn't really any rhyme or reason to the reversal. It's just happening, but still not making a higher high at the Euro Golden Knight. We can definitely look at the Euro, right? Okay. Yeah, one sec. We'll see here. EUR. Each one of the Euro paired against the dollar, right? So I'll do that. Oh man. Talk about a heart rate monitor, right? Well, all I can tell you is there's a level 114. Swing high from 2015, 2016, 2020. It's being regarded as support for now. So that's it. That's all I can give you. It's right. They took it in 2022 to the lowest point in a really, really long time, right? Like since 2002. It was a 20-year lows, and then a big rally, and then this level 105. It became support again, but sideways, and then they lost it, but then it was a false bearish breakdown. They recaptured it, and it's just been up. It's now uptrending because you now have a higher high than the previous highs. So I would say like maybe the upside, if it's gonna, I mean, there's like one time 117 they couldn't do it. I guess like you could be looking at 121, maybe 125 from here. That would make sense. I think the US dollar isn't looking great right now, so maybe we could plot a channel or something. I guess like if you're a Forex trader, all you can do is maybe have a stop loss below 114 now, below that 200 and below the support resistance. That's about the only way I could think about this. Okay, it's just kind of going sideways, and it's been going sideways for 5+ months now. But yeah, something like this. There you go. There's your channel. There's your little uptrend, I guess. 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and then another couple tests recently this year. So that's what you got going on the Euro. I guess we could look at the weekly. Again, you got these 2 higher lows, then this low. Now you have a higher high than the previous high. We'll see here. We probably have ourselves I don't know where we would anchor though, because you've already broken out, I think, of your downtrend was like they broke out. I guess they kind of retested the breakout as support. So there's a chance, man. Like if that's real, they could be like, the only issue is just like you're always making lower highs. So like what they do on the last one, 886 high to low, 88% retrace before it rolled over again. So you're not there yet. If you were just going to do the same thing you did last time from the high, previous high to the low, you still, I mean, almost, but you still maybe have a little more upside to 120 before you hit that 886. And that's when you might have yourself a bearish, like a W shape, right? You could have yourself like a bat pattern. That might be an area where you catch a reaction. Oh, it's like my God, it's like a Garley. Well, Garley is already hitting the pattern completion zone, but let's just say the 886. But again, I don't really see anything that's like, okay, the only thing you could do is probably like play the trend and try to play that stop loss below that key support we're looking on the daily. So it's kind of like weird. It's like, okay, you've been in a downtrend, but most recently, in the past, since the past 3 years, you've had the crazy crash, and then the rally, and then now you're only making higher lows than that low. And so that's like kind of confirming these lows are higher more than before now. And maybe you do have this breakout.
Hey Mitch, can you take a look at Sedge and share your thoughts on where it might retest for a good entry point? Thanks Mitch.
What's up,
We
AG,
don't
man?
act like we know.
We don't know. We know. Solar Edge, we can do it, man. Thanks so much for the 20. Yep. We'll look after this one or the, yeah, this one. So the euro, I mean, above 105. I mean, come on, man. It's tough, dude. Like 118, so real. It's a high from 2003. Swing low from 2010. I mean, they tested that, and that's about as high as it's gone. So I wouldn't say there's any value here at all. Yeah, it's tough. 118 is a big deal. So I guess you've been uptrending, but just know before that, though, it's only been lower highs, deep retraces. So keep that in mind. Yeah, we can look at the DXY real quick, just for everyone. Yeah, DXY looked pretty ugly this week with the bearish back test 2 times. So the old, look at this. I mean, the old support of 100 flipped to resistance not once but twice locally. So, and he fell back below the 200 moving average. So it's like, it was nice on the bottom side. They were holding, they defended, they spring back tested, and a run occurred off of that. But now you're just hitting resistance again and failing and rolling over. So I'm wondering if they're going to, if they rally, it'll probably be a lower high than 100, and then it'll eventually see 97 again, and that would be really good for the euro because, the DXY is just an aggregate of different currency pairs like the euro, the Japanese yen, the pound. So the inverse of this are those other pairings. So yeah, not great. That would probably be good in the short term for the euro, I would think. Solar Edge Technologies. Oh yeah, nasty. Well, that's a bad break, man.
CDNA added to S&P lol.
Dang, man. The greatest comeback in the history of the stock market in a while. I mean, my God. Thank you, dude, for the 420. That one was crazy. How it bottomed out with like Robinhood.
They
and
received
Coinbase.
FDA approval, and soon going commercial with some pipeline. TA looks like a U-shape on volume, but need expert inputs before putting chips on table. Thanks and much love.
I'm so missing. I wouldn't call myself an expert or anything, but yeah, I'll take a look at it. Thank you, man, for the 20. Yeah, this is a nasty candle today on Solar Edge. I mean, it was a bearish engulfing, but a key $30 broke, and then you took out that swing low from November 5th. I mean, that's really bad stuff. I mean, they took it to $42, and that was a big zone. I mean, that was a resistance back from 2015 and 2017, 2018. They lost that, man. It's ended, man. Oh my God. Thank you, Andy. Holy crap. Let's go.
Analysis on dollar Kava and dollar Pony, bro.
Kava and Pony. All right, Ponytail. Thank you so much, dude. We'll look at those, all right? I promise. Amazing. Thank you all so much, dude, for real. So you obviously lost the channel. You know what's crazy? They lost the channel, but look where they took the top. They took the top of that like supply line. And now they're making a lower low. So yeah, if it's real, right, in the next week or two, we're seeing it. Like, dude, to lose that so bad, right? You see what happens in 2016. See what happened when it was resistance in 2024. Like, you just might be looking at a 25.50 to 23.40 next. You might be going through a deeper correction, pullback, I guess. But yeah, what a good trend it was in. Remember, we were looking at this back here in June. But yeah, $40 to $43 is just too much for it for now. So there could be some more downside if you catch follow through here. That was a nasty, nasty candle on Solar Edge. Okay. I hate this trading view. I need to get the browser back open. God, it's so annoying. We'll see here. Unreal, dude. Yeah. Carvana added to the S&P 500. Oh my God. Remember what? Hey, all this started with that piercing line reversal at support. That chat. If you want Japanese candlestick patterns, if you want to try to utilize them, look to identify them at extremely important levels on false bearish breakdowns. I mean, that's the place to be doing it. Swing high, swing low. You go back, it's all swing highs. That's Steve Neeson hype in the chat right there. Little do you know what's going to happen after. But this was a consequence, and right now trading after hours nearly 10%, 436.83, getting added to the S&P 500 apparently. Wow, that's amazing. And it all started down here with cut with handle men, cut with handle within handle, and then a triple bottom with accumulation signature, like Hood and Coin and some others too. Yeah, they were all the graduating class together, but this one's continued onward and upward to a Hall of Famer. Wow, incredible. Nice stuff, Carvana, dude. Let's see here. ABEO, I'm seeing talk of a FDA approval. What? They received FDA approval? Really? Going soon. Commercial. U-shaped volume. Let's see. What time scale? I don't know about U-shape, but maybe look at the weekly. Yeah, I've never been here before, but I mean, right out the gate, it's like garbage, you know? Like, oh, it always loses? Oh, dude, nah. Yeah, this is one of those. Oh, boy. I mean, just an all-time loser, and then you're down here, and it's. This is virtually a penny stock, you know? So just, this is like the original S coins. I mean, I would never touch it, but you're going to do what you want to do, and that's fine. I don't really see how I can. Only way you could play it, I guess, if you put a gun to my head and you're like, you have to tell me a strategic stop or else it's over for you. I'd be like, all right, I guess I'll just have a stop below 398 and call it a day. If you're going to make me. Dude, it's an all-time loser. Really tough here, man. Really tough. Yeah, 398. That's it. That's all I can tell you, Mr. Singh. Okay. If you want to dip your feet in the waters of this asset, you do not want to own it below 398. But I guess if you love this thing and you believe in the FDA approval, which again is the FDA approval on what happened, nothing. Like typically FDA approvals are like insider info. You got to know about it, you're in it, and then it blasts off after the announcement, and that didn't happen. So none of these pharma companies make much money at all. And that's due, you can see the chart, how it's indicative of that. It's just always in the gutter. It's like every S coin you've ever seen. Maybe they're confirming more than before, more than the April 2024 low. Okay, well then fine. Again, don't own it below 398, but if you're going to tread in these waters, that's the only thing I could say. And the upside, I guess, would be to like 680 and then like $9 if it was going to keep rallying. Okay. Thank you, dude. I'm not trying to crap on your stock. All right. I really appreciate the 20, dude. And then for Andy Man, oh my God. This is a Kava group. Restaurants. Not deep enough. Gosh, man. We were close, but just not quite deep enough for what we would really want on this. You want an 886, and the 886 would be at like 3782. It'd be confluent with that swing low from 2023. Man, that'd be nice. See, there's not a structure here. You're just in a well-established downtrend. You're just doing a little bear market rally that could conclude any time. The only reason it rallied like that was because it was so severely oversold. I mean, it was like a record, dude. Hey, dude, November 5th, a month ago, you had never seen an RSI at 18.38 before in its history. So for me, if you really wanted to care about it, I don't think you would want it to go. You want it to go lower. You want it to just go to the 886, get it over with. I mean, shoot, it did hit an 886, didn't it, man? I would prefer 3782 gets tested. That's a support. Again, it's like not about the M shape. It's about the M shape's completion somewhere strategic. And there's just nothing strategic about this right now. But yeah, Kava Group. I guess it hit an 886. You win, dude. You're right. It's a mega all-time bullish bat pattern. I guess it's reacting, but there's no edge on the week. I still look at the weekly. There's no bullish evidence. The daily, there's certainly, I mean, I get, okay. RSI, absolutely no bullish divergence. MACD, maybe there was some. But again, like divergence is not the best longer term trade setup. Like you want momentum shifting or accumulation signatures, and you don't have any of that on this one. So yeah, okay. Big M shape completing, maybe the bottom's in. They might run it up to 58.33. But I don't know how I could, I can't post a trade setup on anything like this yet. I can't. Low to high. You exceeded the 1618 from this previous low to high. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I'll tell you. I'll give it to you. You got yourself a nice big old back. But is it actionable? I don't think so yet. I think you need more. I think you want to see, like, remember TNDM? You want something like that. It will take a long time for this to be like giving us everything you want from Scott Carney's teachings. You just don't have it yet. But that's okay, Andy, man. It's okay. Nice identification of your bat pattern. Pony Boy AI. Big yikes here. Hello. Let's see. Not much data here on this one. Only been around since, about a year now. 1 year of existence. Okay, well, they recaptured key level. Wouldn't you want it, right? They recaptured. There's no confirmation. I'm just telling you, if you really want to play ball on something with an edge on something like this, I think you want to see
Scoin SXP USDT,
that.
please.
Happy Grass. Thanks for the 2317 super chat. We'll look at your S coin, the SXP. They're just trying to get people to buy confuse people with dyslexia to buy that. They think it's the S&P 500. Thank you, dude. This is what you want. Like, they've recaptured the key level on Pony. So you bearishly engulfed today, which is good at the 200 moving average. So you want to sell off, and you want to see 1198 to 1255 be retested or tested and confirmed as support. And just like we kind of saw before, I mean, they kind of did that, right? They lost it. They rallied initially, and they came for a back test, and they spent a lot of time testing, and it was successful. Never again did that level get violated. And they took it down one more time for another higher low locally, and almost like 3 rising valleys and probably the 4 hour, 60 minute. And then it, pullbacks and all that. But again, like, that level ended up being the base where it eventually went to $24. So all I can tell you, man, is like we're looking for that if we're lucky enough to receive it. If you give me this, oh my God, it would be even better. That's the place to take chances optimally. Where you are right now, it's a little too far off. So you would want to come back down about where it is right now. You want to come back down about 15%. And if it never happens, then move on. Find something that's doing that. This is exactly what silver was doing before it blasted off. The spring back test, extremely important, highly reliable variable that occurs that gives you that edge. You don't have said edge right now on Pony Boy AI. Okay. Andy, man, thanks so much, dude. This one's probably better than the other one. Let's just get that spring back test. And if it fails, then my God, awful. All right, let's go to SXP USDT. I guess on Binance. I don't know. My God, dude. Like everything else, man. Oh my God. What am I looking at? This is the heart and soul of what we call cryptocurrency. Had a base of buying for years, and then the lower highs, the major lower highs just kept coming in. Someone just continued to offload, and then look, eventually the old base of buying flipped to a base of selling, and you got to see beautiful price action correlation right there. And now it's just collapsed and is at the lowest lows ever, and it's down 9% today roughly. It's 6.2 cents. It's probably 6 cents too high in value. So I would wait for closer to zero if you could get it. No edge, no structure. The structure, in fact, has concluded. It just saw, like it spiked to 15 on the RSI. I would say there's nothing to do here. If you want to lose, look, man, again, I'm looking at it. I appreciate your contribution, but I also don't want you to get devastated and lose more money, because this thing is terrible. It's a scam. There's no reason that it should even exist. I'm just being real with you. No reason on earth. SXP was launched to enrich the person that launched it, and that's literally it. It's the most simple thing you could ever dream of. The reason why this exists. Some dude was like, man, I could make money, dude, launching a coin. I'll market it. I'll do all the. It's dead now. It's a dead coin. Congratulations. Yeah, around zero, there might be value. Maybe around 0.00002 cents or something, but it still might be overvalued then. So there's nothing to do on this but to just look and say, wow, what a scam. One of the millions and millions of scams we've seen in this space. It's just another one. Okay. Sorry, man. I know it probably doesn't feel good to hear that, but I'm just telling you, okay? Here's Bitcoin again, back on the daily. Look, man, I get it. Like, Tom Lee's coming in on CNBC saying the bottom's in, man, the bottom's in. But, like, technically speaking, the trend is still down in the midterm. I know, not log scale, long term, of course. You can't even see this, but in the midterm, and look, dude, it's just an insurance. I just think like these support resistances, they're just forms of insurance for you. It's like, can I go to bed at night owning an asset that is trading unfavorably below a historical support resistance? I don't think I could sleep as well. I know you have stop losses and all that, but if the asset's above it, hey man, I could sleep a little better knowing that it's just trading. But you wake up and you're like, oh my God, it fell back below. Probably someone's stop loss just got triggered, right? A lot of people's. Like, why would you want to own Bitcoin in the short term below 91.3? You wouldn't really. Hey, if they recapture 92.7, 93K, all right, man, there might be a reason to maybe be in it a little bit, but when it's below it in the short term, there's just no reason to own it. No argument. And the structure that's developing is just becoming this. It's just starting to morph into this. A very methodical, slightly upsloping consolidation structure and a well-established downtrend for now. Falling in the bearish controls on the 4 hour, no one cares, but I know, it's like whatever. Tom Lee is down, I believe. I'll tell you exactly what Tom Lee is down. Dirty Style, there's a website for it. Tom Lee is currently down. Hold on. Tom Lee is down $3.386 billion. Okay. Today he's only down today 45.5 million. But yeah. So to say he's only down a few, yeah, you're right. He's down a few billion. You're right. Yeah. Over a few, I guess. How interesting we use the term a few when we're talking billions, when it's like that's the furthest thing from few literally ever. My God. So yeah, I mean, like, and the thing is, remember the downtrend's got a supply line, so they could continue this choppiness all the way to like 95.7, and it would still be contained within this more like newly forming flag structure. And then they could get back above 92.7, and you'd be like, oh man, we might be okay. Mitch said that's an insurance level. We might be, but then it rallies a little higher and just tests the top of the flag again and the top of the supply line, and it's still not even coming close to rivaling the previous highs, and that's just downtrend behavior for now. I mean, that's all that we got. I hate that I have to say it and break the news to you because everyone wants, dude, the bottom's in. Tom Lee said it on CNBC, bro. Dude, that dude like got 1 million views on his tweet that said the bottom's in, bro. Everyone wants that. I want it too, but that's not how it works. The TA is so well respected in downtrends, and established downtrends on Bitcoin and crypto. They continue to be respected. Structures develop, and they end up being reliable, and they perform well. So, my God. But maybe things will turn around, dude. But it's just insurmountable adversity for buyers right now. That's all that exists in crypto. Only rallies that occur in crypto are short squeezes. Okay, shorting is not easy, even in downtrends, because they'll take like these assets to the verge of potential trend reversal, and it'll just be the max threshold of it, and then they'll reverse it again. Like they could take this literally to like 105, and the midterm downtrend would still technically be intact, and 886, and that'd be a value perceived area for a short seller up there. But at the same time, sometimes there's such a lack of demand that they just end up doing stuff like this, just down sloping or up sloping consolidation structures and downtrends. And it's like, what's the retrace from the high to low, high point to low point? It's a 50% retrace so far. That's dead cat bounce territory. All right, chat, I've been live over an hour. Emails, yeah, we got through all the requests. I'm really grateful for all of them. And my God, dude, big hype in the chat for Wits97, 604.85 super chats this week, and then Gomi with the 158.40 session, or the weekly top just tipper via like Stream Elements. Thank both of y'all, and Squirrel Crypto Street. I think he would. Wits, I think if he was here, he would be coming in, but I just like he's not around. So, but I don't know when these reset. I think they reset on Sunday, Wits. So, but yeah, really grateful for y'all again. Like, yeah, going hanging out with these clout gods, these YouTubers, former reality TV stars, hanging in their group with bodyguards around us and stuff. It's like, whoa, a life I've never even dreamed of having, or even orbiting, because that's what I was just orbiting, like invited by someone I know that's my good friend who is, best friends with a clout god, who's very successful. But, yeah, it's like, man, like I thought my life was going pretty well. And then you're just like, I'm a joke. I'm literally a joke compared to these people. So, but whatever, just happy to be around it and have the chance to see it. So, oh yeah, my music stopped. Sorry about that. Whatever, half the stream, y'all just had to listen to me alone. But if that ever happens, you can just turn on music yourself and adjust the audio levels. It's like the same thing. So, thanks for coming out. All I can say, Chad, is if buyers can recapture 93, okay, we might be good for a rally higher. If buyers can recapture on Solana prices, maybe above 135.81, we might be able to go to 160. But so far, this consolidation we've been receiving since the true bottom, November 21st, this is about as worse as it gets. This is terrible. I mean, it's like you don't even know the bear flag. It's so massive. It's like the target is $80. as it stands right now on Solana. You're dudding out at the harmonic optimum price. At a key support level, it's starting to look more like they're absorbing the remaining demand that exists here. That's what it looks like to me. I'm no expert. I'm no genius. Okay, I'm not smart. But like, you just don't. You're not supposed to spend this much time. Remember, look at the time they took it down back to this level. Oh, first off, the Springback test, April 16th, on immediate resolution. They took it back down. You had like one day, 24 hours in June before the rally that took us all the way up to 252 ended up being a lower high than previous highs. 886 high to low, you're screwed, right? And here we are, just chopping around, bear flagging. This is not what you want to see at levels like this. These are not, none of the times in 2024, we had some great trade setups here, right? None of the times did we see a bear flag developing. We have a bear flag. And the problem is, even if the bear flag was violated, broken, your upside potential only takes you to 160, 162, and you could still conclude the rally with the lowest high of the downtrend. This is what I mean by insurmountable amounts of adversity for buyers, sellers in full control of this asset. And unfortunately, a similar situation on Ethereum. At least Ethereum's above a support. I understand. They even up thrusted through the little flag potentially. Yeah, and you're above support. But like, again, this is not great price action, and you know the trend is not your friend. If it's a downtrend and it looks like a bear pull and it looks like a bear flag, it might very well be a bear flag, a bear pull, bear flag. And the monthly makes you want to puke, right? The Head and Shoulders. So there is absorption going on right now, and it's looking more like, again, absorption of demand, the last remaining demand before the markdown. And that's what I'll leave you with. So, okay, no one wants to hear this, but that's why you come here, because I'm just going to shoot you straight. It's the psychology of the buyers and sellers, and it's the trends. And you fail once and twice now, 2 times on Bitcoin, 2 with 12 hour. My God, it's like 1 and 2 now. And they could still rally it to 96, and it's still contained within this. God. Danged if you do, danged if you don't. So that's why we look to like, hey man, maybe there's like some assets out there that are not in crypto that look okay, that actionable. They're at good levels, reasonable, optimum entries and stop losses and all that. Silver was it. If you don't know, silver was the one, man. This was it. And it was right here. And you were presented it. Silver platter, literally silver platter. The date of like November 24th, posted this trade setup. It was ready and it played out. It's like, if you had any leverage on this, you win. Nothing in crypto in the world looks like this. Sorry. Long extended uptrend, bullish pattern in bullish trend. Key levels from 1980 being tested once, twice, recaptured, reconfirmed. You don't have any of that in crypto. Even if crypto was to rally higher, I don't give a crap. All right. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Rest up. I'll see y'all back here Sunday for the weekly candle close. Till then, respect the T. A.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
When do we get a day in the life of Mitch? No charts. Love the stream, keep it up.
What's up, Risky man? Thanks so much for the 10 super chat. I don't know, man. That's the thing about like, that's part of the reason why I'm probably never gonna grow. I don't do things like that because I think it's kind of, in my opinion, look, dude, there was never a time in my life I ever thought I was going to be a YouTuber. I'm just being straight, like ever. But I was like, oh, well, you can like help people like do charts and stuff. The things I was just doing in Discord, you know, I got approached to do it and taught. And then it's like, okay, I guess I'm a YouTuber. But I don't really care about the, I don't know, like the thing that people resonate more with. They want to see like a camera guy following me around, doing things, going to the gym, you know, eating my eggs, going out, you know. But this, to me, I feel like it's ego. And I try to like make a point in trading, in charts, there is no ego. So it's like the antithesis of what I do is day in the life stuff. So I don't know, man. I appreciate the 10, dude. Kings.